This was my first Lacote. I got a phone call from my dear friend John King, and he had just found that at Sotheby's they were auctioning a piece written by Fernando Sor, not ever known. It was a new discovery. It was not in any of Brian Jeffries or in any of the collections of Fernando Sor. It was a fantasy in D written and dedicated to his pupil, Natalia Jose. So at that time, he offered me the chance to bid for it, which I did, and I was able to purchase the manuscript, the handwritten manuscript of Fernando Sor, which I later published. And a fantastic piece. And at the same time, John acquired this instrument. When I played this instrument, I fell madly in love with it. I had to have an instrument that had the magic and the sound that Fernando Sor felt. And the people and his pupils and the guitarists around that time had. This was one of the hot makers of that period of time, Carulli, Sor, Aguado, and so many great ones. John didn't want to sell it to me, so we ended up bargaining and having a wonderful time doing it. He was one of my dearest friends and a musician I admire immensely. We ended up trading for one of my most beautiful, Miguel Rodriguez, that Miguel Rodriguez had made for me, and we made the trade, and we were both very, very happy. With this guitar, I had a chance to listen to a lecture that my sister-in-law, Claudia, gave, in which she talked about the development of the guitar. And I was in the audience, and I heard this guitar played, and then the Torres, and I was expecting that the Torres was going to just blow me away. But actually, the way that these Lacotes sound and project in a concert hall is enormous, which give us an insight to what the people who heard Sor felt like. Listen to the balance of those thirds. It's quite amazing. There's so much going on in the tone, in the overtones of this instrument, that it makes you play in a little bit slower tempo, so that you can hear and enjoy everything that is going on. Great instrument.